Hi, Anthony.
Who said that?
Who do you think?
Not familiar.
All right.
Oh, you?
I said it.
Okay.
Yes, y'all. YouTube content coming again. So be sure to go subscribe and do all that good stuff. As I told y'all, I left my cord in Houston on accident. So, but didn't realize till like months later. I was like, oh, that's why I haven't been using this. So I got a cord finally. So content will be coming back. So yes. So before we get into our conversation, I'm just gonna handle some business real quick. I just want to shout out and thank all of my collaborators and supporters and things of that nature. First, I want to shout out Sally at the Klutzo. I appreciate you, girl. Keep killing it and doing everything that you do. I want to shout out Donna Story of A Natural Hair Story. Please go check her out on Instagram. Get you some waist beads. She makes them custom made and with intention. It's great. I want to shout out Witch Dr. Alex. Together, we are trying to normalize the conversation of hoodoo. And you can hit him up also for tarot card readings. He does do them over the phone because he is based in California, but he's known nationally, I guess. So go ahead and hit him up. You can never not be too far to make some money. That was for him. That was for him, like, you know. I'd like to shout out Nini at Night. Just so y'all know, we have an event, or she has an event. It's for her birthday. This is the third Pretty and Painted that she is starting, or that she's having. It'll be next Saturday on the 14th. I believe general admission tickets with like regular stuff, like unlimited wine or something like that, is like $35. And VIP tickets for unlimited wine and unlimited alcohol. And I think you can paint like a VIP model, I believe. That's for $55. So make sure you can DM me for tickets, or you can hit her up on Facebook. Go to Nini Lynn. That's who she is on Facebook. You can also go to niniatnight.com, and you can find that information on there, as well as also getting tickets. Shout out to you, girl. I appreciate you. We have our collaboration usually once a month in the middle of the month because we like it in the middle. So we're gonna have an early collaboration though this week or this month, because we're gonna promote together Pretty and Painted. I encourage y'all to definitely show up, because guess who's gonna be there? Nude. Me. It probably wouldn't be me. I think I'm the only nude model too, so that's cool. That's bragging rights. So shout out to you, Nini. Who else am I missing? I hate this. Shout out to DJ Samosa, my official DJ of the AMIRA Show. She is responsible for Twerk Time. So when Twerk Time happens, that is who made the mix. So shout out to you, girl. Thank you so much. You do such a great job. Can't wait until the next one. And I'd like to shout out, lastly, the Latin Barbie Heaven. The Latin Barbie Heaven. That is, I was about to say Danny. But she is the official drag queen of the AMIRA Show. We have a special episode as well, which will be every third Friday of the month. So make sure y'all tune in. We already had one. It was so much fun. It was a hit. So we're gonna be back at it again, of course. So yeah, I believe that's all my business that I've handled. I feel like it's such a mouthful, and I need like a script sometimes, because I don't ever want to miss. I missed someone last time, and I was like, crap. Thanks. As much as I repeated, I added people to the mix. So yeah. That is a bit much. Yeah, I definitely need a script. So let's get into this conversation. Oh, plus I love our beanbags so much. Yes, I wish I got I didn't know where to find real beanbags, to be honest. You know, like the big ones that are just like you sink in them.
Yeah.
These are cute because they're like chairs, but I realize as I'm trying to like lounge, I'm like, ugh.
Not for lounging.
I feel like my butt is kind of hanging off of the. It's
It could be the pillow.
It could be.
Yeah.
Well, I thought so too, but I was already. Oh wait. Oh wow. That created so much more space. So much for the. I actually got the pillows because when I have guests, like if it's a full like seating, I'm gonna be sitting on the pillows. Yeah, I'm gonna give up my seat. It's fine. You gotta do what you gotta do when you the boss. I'm just kidding. I'm not the boss. So Carmen, how are you? How's your day today?
I'm good. I'm just, end of the week. Thank goodness. I know we're all just like.
Yes.
Another week, so.
Pretty much. This week was. Oh no.
It's been weird. We got a taste of spring here in Louisville.
Yeah.
Went away today, so.
Same. We had a slight taste also, but anything out that way in Cincinnati is, I don't know, it's still questionable. It was cool though. It was cute. And yeah, Anthony said that that it'll be 60 tomorrow or for the rest of the weekend.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think so. But you know how it is around here. We're not safe until basically after Derby.
Exactly. That's so bad. You suck, Louisville. You have like you can have like all the seasons within 1 week.
It is. Gotta get the closet out.
Right.
Sandals.
You can never retire your closet.
That's true.
One boot on, one sandal on.
Yeah, that's it.
So, weather, and then we've all been trying to get in the grocery, getting what's left of the hand sanitizer.
Right, girl. In case you haven't noticed, just in case you just didn't know what was going on, we got the coronavirus. It is here in the United States, and I believe like the case, my mom was updating me, there's a case confirmed in Texas, and that actually was not, not contracted by another person. Like they got it somehow. So what the hell? And then Carmen just notified me today that a case was just confirmed in Lexington, and that's too close.
Yes.
That's way too close for comfort. Do you know what else did you hear about that? Like, are they going to quarantine areas? Like, what else are they doing?
So
with that?
in Kentucky, it was actually the governor who made the announcement. So he had a press conference right before I went to my hip hop class at 5:45. So this must have been.
So that was on your mind, like.
I know, right before. It was in the dance studio.
Around a bunch of sweating people. Don't no one breathe this way.
Everyone get mad.
Right. Dang.
But yeah, so they said that the person, I don't know exactly because I didn't read the whole press statement, but they're aware of it, and that person is isolated, probably quarantined at this point. But
okay.
But I think it's hard because it's not immediately deadly, which is good.
Yeah, that's
good.
But
it means it's really hard to keep track of it. So by the time people know they're sick enough,
they're super ill, or they're passing.
They've been everywhere with who knows what. So I think that's what really makes it the challenge to,
That is just so. This shit is draining. Like, it's just like, what? It's in America now. Damn it.
It is, but my friends in epidemiology don't seem
concerned.
Super worried. I think the general rule is just wash your hands. Which apparently, I don't know, people were doing that before now because soap's selling out. I'm like, people were talking about how people talking on Twitter earlier about how men are in the restroom washing their hands and there's lines now. I was like, is that why there were never any lines? That's a question. I don't know. If Anthony, do you want to weigh in on it?
I be seeing that.
I mean, I'm like, what?
You be on the toilet and her like just walk out. Oh my gosh, I'm not touching him. Or the door, or anything.
Oh my gosh. I have to be honest. Washing hands for me was like, hold on, Anthony, you first. What was you about to say? Because now I have to rethink what I was going to say.
We making confessions here.
I just don't like when they wash their hands first, then use the bathroom.
Wait.
That is backwards. Like, that does not.
I've witnessed that multiple times with
Who taught them that?
See?
I'm sorry.
I don't.
Sorry.
I was just trying to see what difference does I understand if you want to watch before you touch your stuff, but you watch it again after.
Right.
Thought that was good. After that.
That is backwards.
That is wildly ignorant.
And I've seen it multiple times. That's the weird part. Like, who's teaching people to do this?
That's why I was like, who taught them that?
Somebody taught them that. I promise.
Right,
No one just comes up with that on their own. No,
like it's one thing to not learn to wash your hands, but who learned that? Don't do
use then wash. I mean, wash before use, but go wash after.
It makes sense to do so as well.
Wash again, please.
That made no damn sense. Oh my goodness. But my confession don't make no damn sense either. So when it comes to washing hands for me, I do kind of like a judgment call. Like if I'm just
you don't do it at home, that's fine.
like, well, yeah, like if I'm just like peeing or something, and I use a shit ton of toilet paper too, because I don't want to touch anything. So I don't know. So if I'm just peeing or something like that, I might just like rinse and leave. I don't know. But I went to the bathroom today. Yes. I looked at myself in the mirror. I was like, bitch, you better wash them hands.
That's funny.
Scrub. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was thinking about the hand washing class from Bob's Burgers. There's this episode where there's this guy, I can't remember his name all of a sudden, but he's this health inspector who hates Bob.
Go ahead.
Dang, we suck. Anyways, he hates Bob because basically he has who is the love of his life, which is his wife or whatever. And so he's always trying to find reasons and ways to shut him down. Oh, I love that we're talking about Bob's Burgers. I love Bob's Burgers. But, you know, he's trying to find ways to shut him down. So I can't remember what it was. And he'll find the most pettiest, smallest things. So for this petty, small thing he found, he required him to have to go to a hand washing seminar. And until he did, a C- was gonna stay in his window in terms of health.
Those signs you get too.
They're huge as fuck. Like they cover the whole window damn near. I'm like, okay.
In really bright colors. So you
yes, it's like bright yellow. It was like this hand washing video. I don't know, but that's just what made me think about like, bitch, you better wash your hands. Coronavirus out here. This is ridiculous. That's pretty much. My mom told me that. You're okay. It's mostly detrimental. That's what she said. It's mostly detrimental to like the kids and old people. Yeah.
You know what?
People are compromising.
That's such a weird sentiment to me because it's like it's just your child or your grandma. No big deal. That's not okay.
We're not just worried about us.
Right. I know we're in the middle of intergenerational political conflict. But that's okay.
Don't worry. Following that, she was like, so with that news, I did give your grandparents strict rules to not leave the house unless you're going to a doctor's appointment.
That's kind of funny though.
My grandpa is in the middle of, his health is very he's doing a lot better. He just I think he's fighting cancer. I don't know if it has been completely beaten, but he's in a better space now. So he definitely, no, it's wraps for him. So her telling me that, of course, I'm thinking about my grandparents.
Yeah.
There's no small children that we directly, one of my friends used to have a baby. So that baby got to stay in the house. And then she just was like, as long as you're living a healthy lifestyle, etc. And I was like, I feel like I hear this all the time with these type of situations that happen. Yeah. So that sucks. So make sure you all are taking care of yourselves, washing your hands, washing your ass. I saw this video on Instagram where it was like, until we get this coronavirus shit figured out, everyone's saying hi and dapping with their feet.
Oh, yeah.
The guy came up trying to shake his hand. He was like, and they did the feet.
And then because we were talking about this before air, but I'll plug it again too. The flu shot is important because the flu is technically still deadlier than coronavirus.
Yes.
We're just used to it, but it's true. And I know a lot of people are, have feelings about the flu shot, and I'll even admit, even as a public health person, I know I haven't been consistent about doing it every year, but I did do it last fall because I got a lot of people in my life with babies. So it's not about me, it's about the little ones.
What you said.
And you might get a mild little reaction. Usually I get a mild fever after for like a couple days, but you're not. Yeah. That's what it is. It's not the flu.
It's fighting it, though, right?
But yes, and so that's really important. So just wanted to throw that out there, y'all.
I love it. Definitely. Yeah, we were talking about that or chatting about that before we got on air because I was just like, isn't the flu still like that death rate still high?
Yes, it is.
So.
It's only because this is new, right?
Yeah. So once it gets handled, we'll be good, y'all. We'll be good. And once they figure it out and get an antibody or something, like.
Oh yeah, remember this when you vote. If you do vote, if you don't, please consider it because this is the kind of stuff. Like, who do you want in charge when this stuff happens?
Right,
Remember
exactly.
that? Yeah.
Right. Who's gonna be thinking rational on their feet?
Yeah. And about this, one of the things that's made this worse. I mean, we can talk about a lot of stuff, but one thing in particular is that there's not the funding to study diseases all the time that aren't like the flu, that aren't, because there's no money in it. Like, there's no investment in it.
Oh, really?
Because actually coronavirus, it's in the same family as when it was MERS, the Middle East Respiratory Syndrome from a while ago, and like bird flu. But after that happened, we didn't invest in. We could have probably developed a vaccine from that. Yeah. Because they're in the same family.
So now it turned into a different strain or something. I'm not an expert, but I have been reading that from the epidemiology, and we weren't prepared for it because we didn't invest in it. So it's not top of mind for people when they go to the ballot box, but that's the kind of stuff. Oh my God. Now here we are. Would be geared around. But talking about this actually just made me think about genital herpes.
Okay.
What do you think? Is there a cure for it and they just withholding it?
Ooh, what? So.
And if we gotta dial that back, I can too. But that's just been a question among some friends and I who actually, I can't talk. Well, I said some friends, so. But I've also shared with y'all before, way earlier in life, that I have contracted genital herpes in the stupidest way too. Like, are you kidding me? But it just goes to show, the more you know, unless you don't. But it was always been a conversation with us. Like, we just feel like at this point in life, there should be something for it to not always keep people on a pill. I don't know.
Right.
And
okay. So
that whole theory. I don't know.
Right, so, okay, well, so that's not my area of expertise, just that I'm not a doctor, so I don't, like, HIV is my specialty. I'm not as, like, familiar medically with everything that's going on with the others. So I'm just gonna say that now, so nobody takes
good. Good call.
I'm not gonna say something that, I'm not gonna claim to be an expert on something I'm not.
Yes, good.
But we often get this question about HIV.
Mm-hmm.
So I think there
is
theoretically
one of those money making things.
Right. So as far as I'm aware, there is not a conspiracy for that. And I do want to come back to this though, because I'm really glad you're asking this question. But like for HIV, I think because of the nature of the disease, it's a really hard thing to develop like a permanent cure that doesn't require ongoing medicine.
Yeah.
But it is something, I'm gonna say, so one layer to that is, as I just said, there's not enough money in public health anyway.
Right.
Advocacy and like actual research.
Right.
So those of us who are in the health field know it's really hard to get ongoing funding for certain types of diseases because there's so many. So here's an example. Alzheimer is always well funded, probably because so many legislators are old. I mean, that's like, you would be surprised how much is going on.
I didn't even think about that.
Because of, issues that are represented by people who are elected are just going to be at the forefront of their mind.
That's true.
That's one reason why it's important to have a very diverse, representative constituency, right?
Right.
HIV, not always because of the types of populations that it affects. So again, not an expert on the distribution of HIV. Because it is like a global issue and it is important.
Yes, it is.
But it's probably not funded at the level that it should be, and a lot of diseases aren't. But there has been a lot of groundbreaking medication that's come out in the past 10 years. So we are getting there. I would imagine the medicine's going to continue to get better.
Yes.
We're getting a new type of PrEP medication that's being released. It's still from Gilead, and I'm still learning about it because it's so new. But the side effects are a lot less, and it's just better.
Nice.
So that's really exciting. These things are happening. Again, there's a lot that I don't know anymore, because I just got back into the research on HIV recently. So before, a couple years ago, I was focusing on the community aspect. This is the first time I've been doing like advocacy for medication and all of those. So there are a lot of things that I'm still learning. But to the point of conspiracy theories, no, and I am laughing, but I really take this seriously. The issue of medical mistrust in certain communities, especially Black communities and others, like LGBTQ, is completely understandable and justified, even though I don't want people to believe wrong information. And it is totally the fault of the healthcare system. And we know that things have happened in the past that were awful to us. Whether it was, experimentation on Black women or the Tuskegee experiment. I mean, there's so many layers. There's stuff you're still learning about where you're like, how did this happen? Even the way we're treated. And there's still like racism. It's not in the past either. Like the way we're treated in medical offices. Pain is the big one that comes up a lot in our field because Black people are not taking seriously when we're talking about our pain and our ailments the same way white people are. There's loads of research documenting that is true.
Really?
Oh yeah.
What the fuck?
The flip side of that, so yeah, and you can stop me whenever this is.
No, you're fine. Keep it up.
The flip side of that is, so we now basically say the reason that we had the most recent iteration of our drug crisis through opioids has affected certain pockets worse than others, like a lot of rural whiter communities and whiter industrial areas, is because doctors were more likely to prescribe pain medicine to white people. So, which then some people will be like, well, at least we're on opioids, and it's like, yeah, but we're probably in pain, through cancer and stuff too. So there's some other, it's not like we, won something from that.
Right.
So there's no reward for that. Effective racism or not. So there's so many layers. We could talk forever about that. But the point being is we know this is happening to us.
Great timing, Jonathan.
Oh, that's funny. Hey,
let me answer this phone call real quick. Anthony, you take that.
Answer this phone.
Johnny. Hold on. Can you hear me? You're live on the air. Say hi.
Never mind. It's.
I put you up to the microphone. What's that? Don't say nothing crazy.
He gonna say something.
All right, you fucker. What are you out? Are you on the way?
I'm okay.
You're gay.
That's what it sounds like.
I know
that's what I heard.
I just got a shower.
Out the shower.
Oh,
Yeah,
now,
that's not what happened. No.
Attention on the AMIRA Show. Jonathan got out the shower. Yes.
4 minutes.
Okay, see you when you get here.
Okay.
Bring a bottle. Okay, bye. Hang up real quick. No, don't say no to me.
You already dang. He said, oh, man.
Damn it. Okay, please continue. Sorry about that interruption there. Probably needed that to lighten up real quick.
It was getting pretty heavy. And I'll say too, this goes on with women as well. Like women are so abused and mistreated and underpaid by doctors in so many ways. I mean, it's just layers of it. And we know, like Black women in particular, we have a maternal health crisis that is a result of the healthcare system.
Yes.
Like, it's not something that we're doing. That it's that and the stresses of racism. But also just all women have to deal with going to the doctor and saying, I'm dealing with something, and your doctor asking you if you're just hysterical. You need to relax. All this kind of bullshit, you know what I'm talking about. So what is happening? Yes. So point being, I want everyone who's listening to know that I understand where that fear comes from. I would encourage people find trustworthy medical sources, and it, you know, wherever, you know, that's not always the internet.
Yes, please don't give up. Please don't give up, y'all.
You know, it's good information out here, and I think that the healthcare system is very unfair in many ways, but I don't think it's the hoarding of drugs. I wish that were the answer. It was like we're hoarding, hoarding disease, because somebody would figure that shit out. Because we have people on the inside, but
I was about to say, I feel like we do have people on the inside.
Unfortunately, it's just a lot worse, which is just often our problems aren't even taken that seriously as they should. Which is a really hard thing to change.
It's crazy. I thought I was going to find something.
Right.
But to your question about that, so what I would recommend.
I am glad that you brought up HIV too, though. So.
Yes, but going back to what you asked about, and for anyone else who's listening, we do have. If you're in Louisville, I don't know where the demographic is, but I would imagine for every major city, there are really good health clinics now that are. I don't love the term cultural competency for a lot of reasons, but are definitely more geared towards serving our population.
Yes,
I would, encourage people to, seek them out. Planned Parenthood, whatever your feelings are about abortion, with all the other care stuff they do, they're usually one. Yeah. And they can usually work with people for affordability.
A lot of people only think about that when it comes to
abortion, but they do like a whole lot of other stuff too, and they usually, just great providers who can deal with all kinds of women. Right. And all kinds of sexual orientations and gender identities. So usually that's one where you can, anywhere you go in the country, that's usually a good option. But there are also usually health centers, like federally qualified health centers. Ours is Family Health Center. Also, they have really great providers too. We've been working with them to make sure they're up on the awareness for PrEP, and they have sliding scales. So as an example, that's another place where you could talk to openly about things, because that's another one. Like,
you can even get in. Also, not jaded enough and not, just.
Yeah, you go.
No, you're good.
I have stories about how weird OBGYN people be, like, with the and how, like, what you're talking about, like being condescending and stuff, and like, are you sure? The same stories with that too.
That don't make any sense.
I remember it was probably like a month ago. It was she had like a procedure or something, and then they did like a pelvic exam against her will.
Oh yeah, that is.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, hell to the no.
And for her, she had already previously had like sexual trauma and stuff, so it messed her up.
Oh no! And then no, that is so bad.
She woke up and was like, what pelvic exam? And then whatever after that escalated and stuff.
So, my gosh, that is so bad. I think I've only had one experience where I feel like a doctor didn't take me very seriously with anything I was telling them at that moment, but thankfully, that was probably only like one occurrence when I was probably a little bit younger. I've had some pretty decent doctors since then, and I've always made sure I've always also made sure that they were women. On top of that, my last couple were Black women, so that made me feel good also. I just don't want people to give up. Like, just keep at it. Just please utilize the resources that Carmen has mentioned. I'm pretty sure you could Google some decent resources also, ask around. I'm pretty sure some of your peers or anyone have found somewhere where they feel safe enough to go and seek medical attention and services. That shit is just absolutely crazy, and it is.
Something else I'd even recommend too, like wherever you are, look at your local university, because sometimes they might have specialized centers that either provide treatment themselves or can help you find resources. So a great example for us is at University of Louisville, like we have a very robust LGBT health initiative. So anybody who gets connected to that,
just be on it.
They do, right. So we're trying to lead the charge of being more progressive and inclusive.
Yes.
So like for us, anybody who works in that, you can find out who those people are, and they're a resource for knowing like who are the doctors you can see, like because they are really up on like who, like if you are a trans person, like where can you go, like those types of things are very important. So your local university probably, if you have no idea where to go,
try there. That makes sense.
Somewhere.
Okay, that's a good suggestion right there. Yeah. She's like, thanks. I do this. So along with that, I'm pretty sure my listeners are like, who the hell is Carmen? That was a real thing. You fucker. I'm pretty sure my listeners are just like, who the hell's Carmen? She's so knowledgeable. She's so dope. And you mentioned public health. So I probably should have dove into that a little bit more before we got into like, right. I probably should have dove into that a little bit more. I'm sorry, y'all. I got excited and I know Carmen. So to me, this was like nothing. So Carmen, go ahead and explain to our listeners who you are and your role with public health and things of that nature. Let's go with that. I don't know what else I was about to add, but.
Okay, well, if you think of it, say so.
Yeah.
So I am, currently I'm a PhD student, and technically a candidate, just for nursing, but I don't have to take classwork anymore, so I feel like it's important. Like,
that is important.
So I'm just one dissertation away from being doctor, which, I don't, I feel like my mom's already calling me that, so you gotta love.
I am too now.
Thank you.
You done messed up.
Thank you. All right, I'll take it. But I'm from Louisville originally. I grew up, for those of you who are around here, I grew up in West Louisville, which is the black side of town. Every city has one, so you know what I'm talking about.
Every city has a west side.
In a neighborhood called Shawnee, which is still my neighborhood, even though I don't live there anymore.
Yes.
Like, that's the city where I feel like
that's home. Yeah.
I originally got interested in health when I was in high school because I'm very close to my family, and my youngest brother was diagnosed with autism and some other things. And so originally I was really interested in special needs advocacy specifically, and making things better for those families who are experiencing that. But then when you get into healthcare advocacy, and just being a person in America in general, you realize all of the healthcare system is shit.
Yeah.
So like, this is bad for everyone, and it's worse for some others, but this is just a mess, and this is bad. So I just
It's a whole shit show.
Rather from that, so I decided, I thought I was going to be a doctor like half the people who start undergrad, and I was like, I didn't even go to chemistry class. People like really respect me as an academic, but like I have like failed classes, which is something we were talking about failure online recently on like academic Twitter. I was like, I think people should talk about that because it's important.
They should definitely talk about that a little more.
I think that it don't happen to the people that make it.
No, they don't.
It's like an important step sometimes.
We gotta let them know. We can relate, y'all.
I was a weird student, too, in that I either was like all in for a class in undergrad, or if I thought that if I didn't like the content or I hated the professor, like I didn't even care. So like, I was like a rebellious, and that didn't happen too often because I did have to get my scholarship. But, but I realized when I really was concerned about health systems, I didn't even know it was a field, but I had great advisors who let me know, like, you can go into public health. And
yes, that's great.
Yep. So, and I've been at University of Louisville the whole time. So I went to get my master's there, and I was doing some work and still trying to figure out my way, and I did a practicum project where I was doing research.
Okay.
And that was my first foray into really doing research, and I was working with the infectious diseases department, which does a wide range of stuff, and they also do refugee health. So I was doing a manuscript. So I was doing some work with one of the other students, trying to look at what were the ER behaviors of refugees in Louisville, because Louisville has a really high refugee population, which is awesome. Because we're trying to figure out.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We're one of the top in the country.
What the hell?
And I have to keep reminding myself that. Do y'all know? I just went to the Caribbean Cafe the other day because I was like, why don't I eat like Caribbean food more? So I was like, I should do that more. I know.
Yeah.
What is that?
I need to go to South Louisville more. Huh?
Yes.
Because like
we need to go to the Caribbean Cafe. You playing over there?
There's a lot. I know.
Carmen's just like, why haven't I been?
I know.
Yes, there is a dope ass Ethiopian restaurant I want to eat. It's on 8th Street.
This is an aside, but after and no fried chicken, because black people probably made that better. So
Probably.
I don't know if we invented it or not, but we made it good.
We made it better, So that's pretty much all our food. No, this is a legitimate
Exactly. I was like, that is a
cereal.
policy.
We can eat cereal all day.
There was corn here, right? That's what.
But that was Native American.
We took that
wrong,
shit.
So you cannot have any more corn. No more corn.
Yeah, no, I think that's all. It's a wrap.
It was crazy.
There's no point.
That's about it.
Right.
I think they're gone.
It was effective policy myself. We'll see how long that lasts. Anyway, so what else? So the project.
Good side note.
So right. So we're trying to look at emergency room visits for immigrants and refugees around here. And the biggest, that came out of the project for me was just like how hard it was to do it because people's names weren't spelled right, so you couldn't cross-reference them in the database. And that's where they're just like really aware of the disparities in like the full system, not even just like delivery, but just the structure and stuff. But it also made me kind of a research nerd too, which I appreciate because I'm pretty good at translation. So like talking to an audience of anybody, but then like being able to take the data and be like, okay, here's what's actually going on.
Right.
Which I love, and so I think that's part of the reason, one of many, why I decided to like stick around and do the PhD.
Nice.
And when I was getting I decided to get the LGBT health certificate because you can do that as a health student.
What?
Here. Yeah.
They have a whole certificate about that shit. That's dope.
Doing some cutting edge stuff in LGBT health. We can have a session on that actually.
We absolutely can.
We should.
We're gonna probably next one.
Yeah.
We'll just tell Jelani.
Yeah, we gotta, because it's great. We have a lot of stuff.
I love that.
But I got connected with the professor who was doing HIV research, and that was my first connection both to HIV research. This was a few years ago.
Got you.
And just the issue of connecting community-based research and my framework, which is so important.
The fuck are you doing?
I don't know. I'm like distracted.
The camera, yeah.
You both are in it, so it looked weird. Go ahead, Carmen. Let me cut him out.
Okay.
There we go.
Okay. Anyways, this has been like super long, but the point of it
you're
is,
fine.
so
No.
it kind of, there's many other things that's happened, but basically, disparities has become my focus. I'm usually focused on race-related things, and in my field, in systems and policy, we're taking the global view of everything, which is great. And usually that's been kind of like, okay, cost, access, and quality. It's like literally a triangle that we created during like when Medicare and Medicaid were first implemented. But there's it's a good framework, but there's a lot missing from it, and there's a real paradigm shift in the way we're even thinking about those types of things.
Yeah.
And so like the access question, which I mean that means a lot of things. Anything from can you afford the doctor to can you even get there? Like there's a lot going on there. But like, other things like your doctors, are your doctors racist? I mean, like it's one of those things where like, these are questions that we can ask ourselves, but like it's and just the role of racism in all of this, for example, is like something that is getting traction finally, but it's like it's changing the paradigm. But also too, like integrating how we do that is integrating community work, which has also not traditionally been our field. So normally we'll take like some huge claims data set, like medical billing or something like that, or like the census or something, and look at some stuff. But what are we not getting from that? And that's really challenging because science is very analytical and need everything to be like statistically sound, but not everything
accurate
can
as
be
fuck.
Done that way. So evaluating our methods for what we're doing. So not going to bore out too much, but that's
Hey, I enjoyed it.
I love it.
This is Carmen Mitchell.
Yes. But the most important thing for me is this actually helping people.
Yes.
So that's the kind of
You're a huge helpful nerd.
This, like being on this show, like I think is literally one of the most important things I'm doing. Like for real, because we can write papers.
There's so much shit we can do together, bro.
I know. But I'm just like, we as academics can like write papers out of our ass, and if no one reads it and nobody does anything with it, is it even helpful?
That's true.
So this is where I'm like,
being able
let's
to talk,
get the information out.
Yes, talk, connect. I mean, still write your papers because there's still some colleagues out there still reading the papers.
And I won't get my.
Oh yeah, you will.
I won't get my PhD
dissertation.
So there will be a paper.
Whole big ass stack of papers. But definitely also, I'm so glad that we're able to do this because you can reach the community and get information out, update us, have these conversations in a whole different way. you know, there's always something for somebody. We can always grab somebody somehow. So I'm also glad that you're coming onto the show. I'm so excited for what we have coming in the future. That is Carmen Mitchell, y'all. She's a dope motherfucker, basically.
Thank you.
Yeah. In conclusion, I do definitely wish you luck on your dissertation, though.
Thanks, y'all be hearing about it. You'll be getting
If you ever need an event session, you're always welcome at any time to come on the show, honestly, and just bitch. We will listen.
It might creep in sometimes, just to let you all know.
That's completely
Thank
cool.
you.
That's completely cool, I understand. Tell us how you met Dr. Jelani.
So it was actually through the project I mentioned for HIV. I was not the principal investigator on that, but because it was HIV and he's, you know, in the department, the health promotion department, the actual PI I met, his name is Ryan Combs, and he's awesome. But when we started the project, we were doing several projects targeted towards West Louisville.
Got you.
And they were focused on health translation. So how do we design a health campaign with input from community members and stakeholders to get, you know, information out and get it to lead to an action. So like for HIV, we were doing one for HIV in West Louisville. And so early on in that process, though, you have to make sure that all the stakeholders are at the same information level, because we had people who live in West Louisville, which is great. That does not happen most of the time, which if you ever wonder yourself, like if you look at some sort of public service ad and you're like, who came up with this whack shit? Some old white man in a room full of other white men who consulted nobody in the community. Girl, this happens all the time. I'm like,
They thought it was great.
They thought it was lit. Oh my God. We could just, and then you're like, who is this for exactly? So like, it's really great when you can actually have people the people affected.
Exactly, yeah. Exactly.
But early on in that process, when one of our meetings, Jelani, was like the expert, just to make sure everyone was aware of like everything that's coming out. Well, not everything, but you know, a primer on the biology of HIV, kind of the history and the statistics, those type of things.
Okay.
And so that's actually how I met in the first, you know, initially, and you know, all of us in the School of Public Health, you know, we're all pretty connected to each other, so we stayed in touch. But when this research opportunity came up, we had talked about working together, but it hadn't come up. But then when this project he started, he got a line for another research assistant, and so that's how I got like project. So it's very serendipitous because it was exactly the type of work I wanted to do.
That's so dope. Yes. How'd y'all start working directly with each other? Was it just through that project and stuff?
We didn't work together in the initial communication project.
Got you.
Working with a different team. So it was like a 2-year gap before that happened, which happens in academia all the time.
Got you. Okay.
But it was a little bit of advocacy on my part, and so for any of you all out there, especially the spirit who are trying to find opportunities, most of the time they don't find you, you find them. So like I told Jelani years ago, I would love to work for you if the opportunity came up. So that means if funding became available, I mean, I had to apply for it and everything, but basically it worked out that it would be me because I have advocated for that. So
perfect.
That's so, you know, PSA for all you young people out there. You gotta make your opportunity.
You gotta work, y'all. There might be a door, but you gotta kick it down.
And you gotta let people know what you want, because they don't know.
They don't know.
They don't know you.
People think that people are mind readers, and like, you know, and I've learned this too, actually, the hard way, thinking that an opportunity was kind of, you know how you get a little entitled sometimes, and I had to learn the hard way, and then understand that later down the line. So I felt that when you said that, actually. Probably because I'm going through that with my students. Like, you gotta talk to me. Jeez. I don't mind helping you. You just gotta talk to me. So I feel that. Is Jelani locking his hair?
What is
Like dreads? Dreadlocks?
Maybe. I don't know what's going on with that. You don't know. Conversations, but I don't know. We could. We could talk about. I don't know.
We don't have to talk about it. I just was wondering. That just was a random wondering question. Which, if he was here, I would ask him. So I will ask him. I just maybe you knew.
Right.
I'm pointing out I've noticed a change in appearance. That's all. And I didn't say anything at the groundbreaking here, so.
Okay, we'll check in.
Shame on me. We're gonna check in on you. Let me tell the time. Make sure we not. Okay, cool. We almost to twerk time. Not really. We got like 7 minutes. So. Almost what? You know, Carmen, Anthony. He's not wrong. Technically, he's not like incorrect. So Anthony technically has some public health experience also. Oh. Yes. Tell the listeners. That's experience.
I have a bachelor's in public health education.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna know. But then nothing was hiring.
Because we don't have any funding.
See, we right there. We full circle.
So that's why I used my degree, because I couldn't find a job without getting a master's. And then, ended up being an EMT for a little bit. And
it's so cool.
I'm still like into it, but I'm just taking it slow.
Okay.
We're watching this show called.
Oh, Cells at Work.
Yeah. Have you on Netflix? It's this anime called Cells at Work.
It's actually entertaining.
Oh, okay. No,
I think you. So you are you into anime?
I mean, I've watched like literally a couple.
Just that
like,
one. You'll be fine with that.
I think you'll be fine with that one. It's literally the cutest thing.
Oh, well,
so,
if it's cute, I love it.
It's
you know, I still am like Sailor Moon head. Like, still, so.
Oh, you'll be fine.
Tell about the platelets.
Yes. So
wait now.
yes, now you got me. So basically, so there's this anime on Cells at Work.
Are you saying cells?
Cells.
I thought you were talking about sales. See, that's what I was confused.
Cells.
I was like, well,
Sounds like a beautiful visual of sailing
It's
boats.
an entrepreneurship pyramid scheme type of anime.
This makes so much more sense.
Yes,
Okay.
cells. Yeah.
Cells.
So basically,
Okay.
they are personified. They're like humans, but they're cells. So you have the red blood cells. They show them how they grow up, which is in a boarding school, which is in the
bone marrow.
In the bone marrow, and then you got the white blood cells, and they're fucking fantastic. They're like soldiers.
So anime is so like dramatic. Like, fights and stuff. That's what they do with the bacteria.
It's so dope. And then you got the little platelets. Then you got the platelets. They're like these little children. I guess they never fucking grow up, but they always need help doing shit. They're too short to hang up a poster, and every time they see them, they're like, oh, and they help them. And I'm just like, you gotta watch it. I think you would really enjoy it. I watch it with Anthony, and I'll be looking at Anthony like, can you explain that a little more? It explains everything very much in depth.
Okay.
That's the thing too. Like, it's actually educational.
It's very educational.
Some kids in college trying to figure it out, and like, all right, watch this anime.
Probably they're fucking professionals.
Helping biology students everywhere.
The last episode, I'm sorry, real quick, the last episode we just watched, because it's like, while they're working in there, it's like their little town too, also. Yeah. It was the drought.
The heat stroke.
Yeah, the human body they're in was suffering from heat stroke, and it's just like everything was parched, and like everyone was so hot. And like, I can't remember what those guys were who were trying to activate it wasn't the sweat. I don't remember what they were trying to activate. They were trying to activate some type of moisture or something. And when all else like failed, he went and fucking did like a rain dance, and everyone's like, what the fuck? But at some point I was like, okay, so hopefully this person is like at the hospital and they're gonna get some vitals started or something.
It was that point to where he couldn't do nothing about it.
Right. The body couldn't do shit about it. So basically you saw a big ass like needle, syringe coming out of the sky.
They said from the heavens.
And it was just like liquid. And then looking at him like, oh my God, your rain dance worked.
I'm gonna have to look this up.
It's so dope. They have it all down to a T. They got memory in there, and he had a dramatic ass part too when he was looking at, I can't remember what, the flu.
Oh, yeah.
It was the flu.
Yeah.
No, was it the? No, it was allergies.
It was.
It was allergies. How the body overreacts and it's dramatic as fuck. Everyone was.
Like they put it together quite well.
We can go on and on about this show, but Carmen, I
It's
definitely.
only 12 episodes too.
I know.
Okay, how long are they?
sad.
That's the thing.
They're like a.
Just a little
They're not an hour. Yeah, probably like 30 or 20 minutes.
That is good because hour-long shows, I'm telling you, it's a hard commitment. Like finally, like I'm on Queer Eye because it's Queer Eye.
Yeah.
That's the only like long show I can.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
about to watch this. I get around to it.
Well, let's switch. You start watching Cells at Work, and we're gonna start watching Queer Eye.
Sounds good.
Sounds
but
great.
Also, this show reminds me of what was that movie that came out? Yeah. Yes. I didn't know what to say. You knew exactly what I was about to say.
Connection.
Something Jones. I was like, thank you. Yes. I knew it was one of the Chris's. Chris Rock or Chris Tucker. I couldn't remember which one.
Oh yeah, Cells at Work is way more dramatic. You said that was your movie too?
Yes. That was. Oh man. Yeah.
Hell no, we becoming some nerds and geeks and shit live right in front of your eyes.
I was gonna say I am not alone. Clearly, because y'all are. Y'all are nerdy too.
Yeah, we pretty up there. I invite y'all too, listeners, to definitely go watch that show. So we got a minute actually until twerk time. Okay, great timing. I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all go ahead and get started. Wait, how close is this minute exactly? It doesn't tell me. That's fine. Whatever. I wish it would. It doesn't.
So you have like a countdown or something?
Well, it's saying that for my chill study beats, background music, that I have a minute and 49 seconds left. That's inaccurate, but that's okay. No, it doesn't. It's not helping me right now. So I'm just going to start it. Thank y'all again so much for tuning in. We got Carmen Mitchell in the house. What's up? You just got her whole bibliography. Yes. If I went more, almost the whole thing. We gotta go back into like her childhood and shit. I'm just kidding. Then we'll have a full book.
For that.
Yeah. We can make that happen. I'm just kidding.
Next time.
I know, I'm so sad we didn't get liquor. So that, yeah, I mean, we'll be at Meta Bar some other time. I just need a break from there. And I'm pretty sure Anthony's tired of buying me like $13 drinks every time we're there. They are good. Keep going to Meta Bar, y'all, and I don't know what they do.
We always have a margarita night, though. I have a good recipe myself.
I really feel like you told us this before.
Okay, well,
I'm just saying, like, that's a great reminder, and we got somewhere, there's plugs everywhere. We can make this work. We just need to get a table, and yeah.
Or just ingredients and ice. I mean,
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Well, I was thinking for like a blender. Do you
do frozen or on the rocks?
I could figure. I mean, usually on the rocks.
I'm an on the rocks girl. I don't really like blended drinks. I suck, but that's okay. We are talking about twerk time now. All right, y'all. Enjoy twerk time. Get ready for your night out. Please be safe as you are twerking and wash your hands as you're twerking. And we will be right back with y'all. Oh, Kurt. Okay, let me play it. There we go. Oh, Kurt, thank you. Hell no. Make sure it's up enough. There we go. Okay, cool. Yes.
Love to know more of the details about what you were reading. So,
I don't know if it's true.
And I've been hearing some other weird stuff about Asian lungs. So first of all, I just want to tell
Asian lungs.
Right. So also, So as you know, race is a socially constructed category, not a genetic, biological thing, which I always try to clarify for people because that's the root of racism. So I just want to racist before.
You got to learn how to appropriate the common, whether from joking manner to serious manner.
What'd you say?
Did you start before you got what?
Well, no.
Yeah, you did. Give me that bottle.
Racist with the joke I made.
Oh, no. I'm not saying. I
No,
was
not you.
Okay.
No,
I was not calling that. I just, anytime.
Johnny's racist too.
But anybody tries to prescribe biological anything on race, I'm like, holy. Because we started this semester a class on racism and public health, which Jelani is teaching, and I think it's the first time we've ever taught that class.
Really?
There's a lot of racism and sexism, sexualism in the medical field.
It is, and
Yeah,
we're
we touched on that
it's
shit, too.
more than a class, of worth the material. I'll be doing
Pretty
a guest
much.
lecture in a few weeks actually on mental health, so
Yes.
we can definitely talk about that on one episode if you want.
I would love to be a part of that.
Yes, please.
Yeah, definitely.
You'll be here, fucker. You just gotta come.
Well, I won't be here next week.
Neither will Carmen.
Month. So
remember?
But what I wanted to say was what was great for me and all the students is we really dug into the history, because a lot of people don't really understand, like, why did racism as a concept take, like, because it's more than the slavery thing. Because you would have thought after slavery, like, okay, this is not a thing, but why did racism stick around? And that medical, biological justification that was made up,
That's why
saying that black people are inferior, is why it stuck around. And, a lot of people don't know that that's where Germany got their bad ideas. So, so like.
That's why black people can jump higher.
And just all kinds of mess. So anyway.
What they can jump to.
Go on, Carmen.
So now, I'm like perplexed, especially now. I'm like, hold up.
I completely understand. So, I try to make sure in a medical field you have to censor everything you say, make sure it's non-biased.
Censor? No, whatever you read earlier was fucking incorrect. I think we can.
You can come to explain the details for why they believe that. Then there might, because there are something, black people, like we have sickle cell. Yeah. That is a thing that we're affected by more. So I'm not saying.
See, I didn't fully read it. I just read like the top three sentences.
Okay,
sentences.
Motherfucker!
Well, no, I get more in depth with it.
Especially as you tell everyone on air.
Okay, let me get more in depth with it. I actually just read it yesterday.
Okay. I'd love for it to be true. Although,
I want to read this article now.
But like,
you half and half. You only have to go six.
It's like really the mixing happened several generations back, actually.
Feel that?
So, although I only identify as black, which is funny because I tell people there's a difference between light skin and mix.
Yes.
That is not the same thing.
Yes, light skin is just a light skinned black person.
But mixed people are a little confused. I've dated a couple. That's different.
The voice and everything.
They got that specific voice. I swear to God. Yeah, there's one lesbian who's light skinned, and I just feel like they all look like her. They all sound like her, and they're a little dykey. That is not, I'm about to say that's nowhere near racism. I don't even think that's mixism, because I didn't even say she was mixed. I just said all light skins look the same to me.
That's the same thing!
No, it's not, buddy!
It does the same thing as what we're talking about.
What the
okay. That's funny.
We all over the goddamn place.
Goku.
Now people be arguing about shit. It's just like, okay.
Just kidding, y'all. Light skins don't all look the same. Not at all. I just seen my ex like 3 times in one setting. So that's just been my recent thoughts.
Speaking of ex, I've seen my ex at the Millennial Tour, and my Central Show Jazz and lights just cut out.
That was somebody above.
That's the same thing she said.
Right. That was.
Okay, I'm gonna friend who's in the back.
Shout out to the main man. The light man. He knew what was going on.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, what the fuck? It's only been yes, it is time to get a drink.
9:31.
Only 9:31, yes. So we didn't go too much past. I just wanted Jonathan to be able to have a chat with us since we've been here waiting on his ass. What'd you say to me?
I like you like that.
You do, because you came.
I came because I want to talk to her.
You didn't even know she was gonna be here.
Yes, I did. I watched your show earlier today.
I did. It was.
Not today, but earlier tonight.
It was a
Meanwhile,
I love y'all so much. Carmen, please keep us posted with anything that you got going on. Of course, you're always welcome to come on the show whenever. Yeah, I fucks with you. You know, we about that. Don't tell Jelani. Don't tell Jelani. We love you too. But you know, the AMIRA Show, we all got to support my women. You feel me?
I think he would agree. I think he'd be like, yeah, I feel you.
Cool.
Every good man is the police.
God damn. Take another shot to that.
You know what?
So, I'd like to take this time for everyone to plug themselves. Go ahead, you can start us off, Carmen.
What do I need to say?
I just want to find you.
That's disgusting.
Oh, that's right.
Wait, how's the discussion? Ain't nothing wrong with a good plug.
Anything else you want to tell
Back to Carmen.
Back to me.
You can just tell the listeners where to find you.
Yes.
You can probably plug the HIV PrEP website.
I don't even remember the URL. Isn't that stupid? What's the URL? Is
I think it was just PrEP HIV. No, let me look.
HIV something.
Something.
Can you look at it? Yeah.
I'm slipping.
I'm not ready for prime time.
I'm
Sorry.
slipping. No, you're good. No. This is the AMIRA.
I'll be ready.
This is the AMIRA Show. We on here for however long. Hold on. I swear to God. Let me just go to my website. So you can go to www.theamirashow.com.
Right.
What's up? Let me refresh because I just added it to the website. You'll see a banner up top that says bang score. Oh, it says bang smash score, whatever you want to call it, PrEP for it. You can click one of those banners and PrEPPed.com. Look at this shit. Quickie, get freaky, score, make love, whatever you want to call it, PrEP for it. I remember seeing that and I died laughing.
I love it.
I don't know how I got on the floor here, but I'm really comfortable now.
Okay. So yes, so that. Also, you can find me on Twitter. Carmen R. Mitchell is my handle. Wash your hands, and also something else. Since we're talking about all things sex and everything, just PS. I don't know who needs to hear this, but coconut oil is not an okay lube for condoms. I saw a story about somebody getting lubes and they're like coconut oil and condoms, and I'm like, that will break down later.
I was getting ready to say, no, break it down. And Vaseline was not a lubrication with condoms.
Right, that will break down later. Anyway, so.
I'm good. Jonathan knows now.
Hey, look. I knew beforehand. We just didn't use.
No, fucker. You remember I went off on you like you could not purchase that.
I was gonna get it because I was out of regular lubrication.
You should just got lubrication and not fucking Vaseline.
Okay, but I wanted something that we want to use.
Oh, I mean.
Okay, we can
Something
just.
I use my lips and my elbows, my ankles,
But
No, don't do like shit.
So don't do that.
Oh my goodness. Go ahead, Anthony. Thanks so much, Carmen.
my name's Anthony. That's all. I'm just playing.
Why
Anyway,
I was gonna go there?
I gotta be difficult. Man.
You know, what's that white
Drama.
It's a door.
Hold
on, give me a second. I knew he was gonna say that.
Last time I met him, he was like, "What's that black thing?" And we're like, "What black
Yeah,
thing?"
everybody with that.
Your fucking door.
Alright, you can find me on Instagram at, I don't know, I guess. It really is IONO_IGUESS.
That is.
I'll be dropping soon. Mixtape coming out next Tuesday.
Alright, go ahead, John.
I'm going to it. You already know what it is.
He was on the
start my new job.
He was with the Millennial Tour,
Everything
but you didn't see him because he was like in the back of the whole building,
He said,
parking his car
I saw him.
at the gas station.
So,
He was there. He was there.
so are the things you said just now like true?
No, God.
I didn't think so, but I just want to
I'm still waiting on my equipment, so I can't start next to
No, but again,
Moving on.
what's that glass?
Bitch, out the window.
What's the
Before you said it, I'm like, you gonna make me do something?
The door was fine, but you look at the door. You went out the window.
Go ahead.
We're gonna throw you out.
Don't y'all break that glass. We gotta pay
Throw you
for
out like Urkel.
Urkel and Jazz put together.
Yes.
it. Go ahead, Johnny. Plug your damn self.
Yes, what to do. This is Jonathan. You can follow me on Instagram at _Duchess1, because I'm the only Duchess of Louisville. And you can also see me in person at Louisville Lounge at 816 East Broadway, Kentucky. And also, side note,
No, that wasn't.
if you are in Detroit, please come out to our event,
Yes.
the Limitless Tour.
Ooh, what's limitless?
Limitless, there's nothing to limit you. Like there's limitless possibilities of being profitable as this day and age. You can make money from your phone. And as a young black man in this opportunity, I feel so proud to be a part of it.
I'm so lit. Thanks for sharing, Johnny. Is there limitless alcohol?
That was a
Are
great
you
question.
lying?
That's not limitless.
No, that's
That's not my limitless. I pay one price and it's limitless. Thank y'all so much for tuning into the AMIRA Show. Y'all see my banner? It's gonna be up next time. Yeah, I just didn't. I left the tape in the car. It's a little cold out there. It is up. Y'all can't say shit Thank y'all so much for tuning in to our special episode tonight, the monthly checkup. Get prepped. We had Carmen in the building.
Speaking of checkup, I just got my results back from getting tested.
What, fucker? What did you? Do you want to share them on air?
I'm negative.
I'm just kidding. I'm not shocked.
What did you test for back in
HIV.
HIV? Well, congratulations.
Congratulations.
But even if you were positive, that is not a death sentence. I
I
just
know
want to
it's
let people
not.
know. There's a lot of
You just gotta visit this website and get that cocktail pill right there.
Right, for
Yeah.
prevention, but if you
Yeah.
test positive, there are medications that can help you live just as healthy as anybody else. So just want people to know out there too, we don't say dirty or clean or anything like that, you know.
You're not gonna die. But
That's right.
We're all gonna die.
But not from
Not-
that. Not from that.
You'll probably die in a McDonald's
Yeah.
burger.
So just look out for yourself.
Yes.
Just look out for yourself.
Thank you for that validation.
And look out for me.
You want to.
If anyone's single out there, my number is 502.
So I will turn that mic off. Again, thank you so much for tuning into the AMIRA Show. We went a little bit over today, but it is what it is. You can find me. Okay. You can find me at the One AMIRA Show because it's the only one that matters. One more time for the people in the other room. At the One AMIRA Show because it's the only one that matters. You can catch these episodes on all platforms, I think. And you can, or you can just go to www.theamirashow.com for more content. And like I said, there's that link in that banner that will take you to PrEPHIVPrevention.com. We are going to definitely have, or we invite Carmen on at any time, but make sure you stay tuned. Again, first Fridays of every month for the monthly checkup. Get prepped. Oh, this was such a great episode. All right, everyone, we about to be out. Catch us over at, where's Javon's party at tonight?
Huh?
Where's that party at tonight?
Bardstown Road.
All right.
Okay, but it's not the Bardstown where you see the bars. It's the one by the train tracks.
It's in an actual building. What's the club called?
Trail something.
By the train tracks.
By the trail something, whatever. We're going to be out there going to the LGBTQ
We are going to
party.
be at the track bar.
That wasn't even close.
What is that?
The trail bar.
Whatever. We are going to be at the track bar and grill tonight. And the address is 3952 Bardstown Road, Louisville, Kentucky.
No, that motherfucker was right. Hot damn. Catch us there tonight.
Drink specials, $1 bills until 11 p.m. $5.
Ooh, hold on,
$5
what's up?
Hennessy.
We got time.
And the esteemed chemist himself will be there.
Steve
He will
Kimmons.
be there mixing and slinging and getting all the chemicals because we're what?
What are we?
I'm gonna say.
Gay?
Drunk.
Oh, okay. I was like, how do I answer this?
Man, I have an announcement to make.
What do you want?
I'm not gay no more. I love women.
So you can catch us there tonight. We gonna be in there turned as the fuck whole squadron. Make sure you come out. I got nothing else, y'all. Oh my gosh, my pussy. Why would you do that?
It looks like the same race.
Harmful.
Wow.
Okay, I'm about to end this shit. Everyone say, Jonathan, hold this. Cause I gotta. Are you okay?
Oh, it's upside down.
At the count of 3, everyone say bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That was me. I was like, where's the countdown?